Welcome to the bad boy pod, talking bad boy bards, make a good girl nuts with the bad boy swag. Having conversations that a bad boy man sit down, relax, kick back, have a blast, enjoy the bad boy pod, brought to you by Lady Parts.
Testacini, Sherry Papini, when you think about it.
Oh, wow. I've been saying Sherry Papini over and over and over.
I would consider that a documentary deep cut. She's sort of like the poor man's Lacey Peterson.
You're right.
In that some shit went down, and she's a woman. And there was a documentary, but less people know about it than Lacey Peterson.
Wow.
Because her husband did not kill her.
No. But that was a really weird one. Also, like, oh no, now I forget, like, who was this rando that she had, like, run away?
Yeah, it was like an ex-boyfriend helped her run away. I mean, I love a girl boss who fakes her own death.
Do we?
It was that. She faked her own death.
Oh, she was, wow. Papini. We genuinely forget if we did an episode on it or if we just mentioned it.
Yeah, who knows? Or maybe we just have a burning passion for girl bosses who fake their own death.
I think it's that.
Yeah, it must be that. My
name is Diana.
I guess Bad Boy Update, early in the testicle.
Earliest ever.
Did you watch that YouTuber doc?
Yeah, the one about the adopted boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've watched the whole thing?
I did. Had you seen all the episodes too?
I just watched the last episode.
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know how to feel.
And now I feel that one woman who also gave up her child with special needs for adoption after it was too much for her really made me rethink some things. Does that make me a horrible person?
Yeah. And is always here to apologize. Just kidding.
No. Look, I think the whole damn system is rigged.
No, it is rigged. I mean, like, they really set it up to look like she was an evil person.
I know.
Which maybe she is in other weird ways. Who knows? Also, the duct tape I can't even tell if that's real or fake.
Yeah, I guess she had like duct taped her kid's hand so that he stopped sucking his thumb.
Maybe it was really weird tape.
Maybe.
I don't really know anything about that, but that's really fucked up if you did that. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
Not Mom of the Year, certainly.
No, certainly not Mom of the Year. Certainly not Mom of 2025.
No.
Although she'll be on the short list, I'm sure.
I think so.
But yeah, I guess I think that Fran
just saying hi, testing the mic.
Fran scratched me today. He had a bit of an incident. But we also have a mutual understanding now.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just communication, really.
He let me know he's the boss of this house.
Yes.
And if I'm going to brush him, I better do it on his terms.
Yeah, I mean, I would apologize for him, but also
you know
why
what?
apologize for him? He's a cat.
You don't need to apologize for him. I don't hold it against him.
He's like, I'm thinking about humping your sweater, though, so if you don't move that.
Okay, I'll move my sweater. I think it was important for our relationship for him to just give me a bit of like a look. You know who's in charge here? Me.
It was a bit of a bop, though. He really just went.
Yeah, he boinked and bopped. Anyway, I think that it is on the adoption agency to disclose all information about the health and mental well-being of these children before they put them up for adoption.
Yeah, Zoe wants to clarify that's what she thinks.
But it's also like, I don't know. You kind of get what you get. You don't get upset.
Honestly, what a mess. Honestly, the whole system's fucked up.
It is. And it's hard for me to like forgive a mommy vlogger.
Literally, it's like, why, yeah, first of all, the person that's like narrating it almost, what does she even do? So she's there because she was adopted at one point in her life, and she's just,
I guess she was just like a mommy vlogging fan.
Okay, she was
also
fan.
happened to be adopted.
She was kind of like providing this, wow, we're really talking about this early.
Whatever.
But she was really like providing this voice of, I don't know, fans everywhere, I guess. She was just like, and this is how fans felt. And you're like, okay, I guess I can see. I mean, people really trusted this couple.
Right.
And like, and so did I with my life. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But also like, I can't trust anyone who puts their kids' lives online. I
agree.
And not that weird couple that was also interviewed in there.
Yeah,
they're weird too.
Yeah.
You're all weird. You're all fucking
think,
weird.
Like family vlogging needs to be banned.
Yeah.
100%. And I also think that the adoption industry is fucked up. And both of those things are true.
Both those things are true. The only one that does it right is Mamu, because she only shows her and not even her husband's face. And she doesn't show her kid's face at all.
And the lesbians also don't show their kids' faces.
Just don't show. Like, how hard is that?
There were lesbians in the documentary.
Yeah,
I'm just making it clear.
There are other people.
Anyway, what a perfect thing to say.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Zoe's perfect.
I've never said anything problematic in my life.
No.
And all my takes are correct, and especially these ones.
Even my Casey Anthony takes are normal.
Even my Casey Anthony takes, she's innocent, of course. And
she's innocent girl mom.
She's famously an innocent girl mom, so shout out to Casey Anthony.
She's also I don't know why that year I don't think we had a bad or worst moms.
We just did worst dads.
I think we only did worst dads.
We used to be so sexist.
And now we're no longer sexist.
We're no longer sexist. We'll say worst moms.
Yeah.
We'll say dog dad of the year.
Stephanie, you're not a very good singer.
My name is Randy Jackson. All right, let's see how this testicle sounds.
I bet it's perfect now.
Yeah, it must be.
Talking all that bullshit.
And we're back.
Uh-huh.
I realize you can really hear me breathing, so don't listen to that.
Yeah.
Unless the idea of me being alive is somehow comforting to you.
I mean, I say breathe more. I say breathe twice as much.
Okay, my name is Julia Davidovich, and I say I'm a huff and puff and breathe so loud it shatters your eardrums.
And my name is Zoe Clara, and I just want you to whisper your little huff and puffs. Just a little...
I want you to barely breathe.
Don't even breathe. Just shut the fuck up.
Alive, but I'm barely breathing. Who's that?
Still alive, but I'm barely breathing?
It's a song.
I don't know.
Who's your bad boy on the block this week?
I think I may have had a perfect week.
I think I may have had a perfect week. Oops. I mean, it was like actually absolute hell, but like I don't.
January ended, but also perfect.
It was just like one of those. It's like it was a perfect week in that like there wasn't one bad thing that happened, but overall horrible. Vibes were bad.
I wouldn't say things were the worst, but also it was like, nothing bad happened.
Vibes were bad. Energy was off.
I'm in a good place in my cycle.
Julia's had a great place in her cycle, and that has permeated through my sense of self as well.
She's experiencing my cycle now.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
one
I'm
cycle.
in Julia's luteal phase right now.
Yeah, why not? No, that's my not good.
Okay, I'm in Julia's period.
I'm actually
anyway, my name is
ovulating this very minute.
Wait, she's ovulating right now. We gotta go. Yeah. Just kidding. I also had a relatively perfect week. I mean, obviously the government is exploding and we're like slowly falling into a sick dictatorship, or a sick-tatorship as I like to call it.
Guys,
sick.
Here's a bad boy, just a general bad boy.
Yeah.
Planes exploding everywhere.
Oh, right. I meant to talk about the planes.
Oh my God. It's like bad boy planes, but also kind of narrow it down a little bit. It's hard.
Are you a conspiracy Connie about the planes?
No, I'm
not. Do you
not.
think it was on perpedoodle dandy?
Oh, no, I don't. I just think like, what mess is this? What mess is happening here?
I mean, I don't love a plane colliding with a helicopter. My name is Diane.
I don't like two planes colliding 2 days in a row, but like,
I know.
Here's another thing we do or do not know. When planes go down or like problems happen, sometimes we don't really hear all of them.
Yeah.
If they're like tiny planes, but when a plane goes down and then another one goes down the day after, you're going to hear about it.
It's a little sus.
I
mean, and it's coming off of such a year of doors flying and wheels falling off.
People tugging themselves in the
wheel well.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ. Don't do that.
I'm so glad nobody was in the wheel well of those planes that exploded, although they all met the same fate regardless of where they were.
I mean, if you're tucking yourself in the wheel well.
Yeah.
Oh, please, I want to talk to you. I'm so confused.
Come on the pod.
Come on the pod.
If you're a wheel well tucker, come on the pod.
I need to know. I think it's not like it is the weirdest thing to me.
Well,
but like scary weird, but also like
you got to get to your destination.
I always assumed it was just people trying to flee a bad situation.
Yeah, me too.
But then someone like found someone in the States, which, you know what? Pretty bad situation here. I don't know.
You know what? It's a pretty bad situation.
It's pretty bad. What am I saying?
The whole situation, I'd say, is bad.
Yeah.
And are we falling headfirst into a dictatorship?
Been living in it, baby, I guess. I think we're just festering in it. We've really been marinating. It's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, we're like one of those pre-marinated Trader Joe's beef tenderloins.
It's like
either like a cilantro lime situation.
That's exactly that's really,
and it's like maybe a bit past its prime.
Oh no, fire toast would only be fresh.
Okay, perfect.
My God, they have so many nice marinated meats now. Not that you would be going there. Why would you ever do that?
I don't know.
Not right now.
I don't know. Well, yeah, the planes are exploding, the world's exploding, but otherwise, perfect week.
Hey, if you blew up the plane, tell us why.
Well, they got the little box. You know how the planes have the boxes of all of the information?
The little black box.
It's a little black box, but I saw a picture and it was bright orange, if I do say so myself.
Okay, weird to call it a black box then, but
I know. But I guess orange is easier to find at a wreckage site.
So do we know what it sounded like?
My name is I Spy with My Little Eye.
Do they post these things?
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram.
The audio?
Oh, no, I don't know what's in it.
Oh, okay.
What is in the little black box?
I thought it was just audio from just to hear.
Oh,
kind of the
the
last
air traffic
moments.
Control.
Yeah, to hear the last moments that happened. The last moments that happened.
I want to listen to that as a calm bedtime story.
I'll put in something the Slimer about them, but
okay.
What is the deal with black
Agreed.
boxes? They're so it's such a thing that we
know about
it. Yeah,
but why?
But what do we know about them?
We know about it, yet we know nothing.
I kind of want to see a documentary about black boxes. How specific is that?
I mean, honestly, it's coming. We're a couple plane crashes away from black box doc.
Because I feel like there are all kinds of planes and vessels that have gone down, and they just don't. They're we just never found it. We don't know what happened.
Right. Well, then there's the never found it category. MH370.
Bermuda
Malaysian
Triangle.
Airlines.
Oh, the what one? Oh,
that was
Malaysian
just an
Airlines.
I don't see I'm not a big enough conspiracy theorist to believe anything beyond what is the most likely scenario, which is that it's in the bottom of the ocean.
I mean, anytime a plane goes down, I'm just surprised anytime someone survives.
Yeah. If somebody survives, that's when the conspiracy happens. I'm you weren't on that plane.
Yeah.
You're lying. You're doing this for clout.
It's so weird.
Plane crash for clout?
Plane crash for clout. Email Diane.
Email Diane.
She would.
She would. And again, Bad Boys had a very good week as well. Very few updates.
Oh my God, Bad Boys are being good.
I read something about, so I guess Denmark is they manufacture many drugs, including Ozempic and Wegovy. And there's the current Trump wants Greenland from Denmark situation.
Why does he pester people like this?
And so Denmark has threatened to increase the tax on Ozempic and Wegovy just for the United States.
Don't do it.
Imagine that we have the perfect drop for it.
I mean,
it is a Bad Boy update at the end of the day.
Bad Boy update. But don't do it.
No.
People need that shit, I think. I don't know. Listen.
Some people need it.
I'm not a pharmacist.
Some
I don't
people
need
absolutely
it, but
need it.
Yeah.
So, look.
Or do that, because then it'll maybe force him to rethink some things.
I don't
know. I'm sure some of his base needs it. You know what I mean? And it's just going to be well, damn it.
It's his base.
Well, if anybody needs it.
But I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm really worried about Legos.
Don't call Ken.
Don't call Ken.
Wow, my mouth just dropped because I realized everything. So wait, are they threatening Legos too?
Yeah, and Legos was mentioned in that article.
Listen, better hoard Legos now.
Yeah, time to hoard Legos. Time to jumpstart the Lego economy.
Wow, this world is so ugly.
Yeah, I know.
I really hate it. Except for Legos.
They're
was
so
the only
beautiful
thing in this world.
The color schemes. You ever get really into Legos?
When I was a child, for real.
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, I gotta say, they have some cute little things now.
They do.
They have a cat that's a full, cat size. It's like a Sylvester cat.
Oh.
I don't know why I sound like I'm crying.
It's emotional to think about.
It's really emotional.
Yeah.
And they have cute, what's it called? Flowers, orchids and shit.
You ever fuck a Playmobil?
A what?
Playmobil.
What's a Playmobil?
Playmobil was alt kid Lego.
No, never
they
heard
have
of it.
the people were. It's a little round.
It wasn't metal.
No. It's it's similar, except it wasn't block shaped. It's
I don't know that I ever saw that.
Okay. Well,
I'm sorry.
We could put a side by side of Playmobil and Lego when we're Slimerama. I feel like
you'll have to send me the spelling.
Playmobil was a little bit more expensive. I never had Playmobil, but I went over to people's houses and they were a Playmobil family.
Oh.
And it's we do Playmobil here. We don't do Lego.
They're
none of those cylinder head bitches over here.
It's no cylinder. I like the way they look. Okay. I want a little Lego family. My name's
Julia Davidovich, and I'm attracted to Legos.
I want to fuck a Lego. So what?
You want to fuck a Lego. It's understandable. They are hot.
It's not hard.
Then, I didn't really see any other updates. Was it a slow week? Was it just planes exploding?
I just sent you weird people articles.
Our slow descent into dictatorship and whatever else is going to happen?
Just sad madness. I don't know what disappearing message mode is, but I accidentally turned it on for a conversation, so...
Oh, on Instagram?
Yeah, genuinely have no idea what it means.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Sex assault accuser Jessica Mann has blunt emotional response to Harvey Weinstein calling jail a hellhole. It's of course Joe's a hellhole.
Yeah, we know that, Harvey. That's why you're there.
Freak.
You're in jail because it's a hellhole and you belong there.
That's I thought he was dead. I thought I genuinely thought he'd be dead by now.
He's going to be dead this year. There's no fucking way he survives.
I really thought it'd be Harvey's year last year. And also, Liza Minnelli's going to outlive him. That'll be another good one.
I would really
appreciate if she outlived him.
If Liza Minnelli outlives him, that would just
be pretty tragic if she didn't. Honestly,
what
kind of cancer does he have?
Go other way.
Oh, he has some bad cancer.
Yeah, I think he has bad cancer.
I mean, and he's still here, but eating bad prison food. I'm assuming.
I'm assuming as well.
How is he still alive?
I don't know.
Email Diane because he's
Diane if your Harvey Weinstein's liver or whatever is cancerous.
Also, the reason we brought up Sherry Papini.
Oh yeah,
is because she is dating a man a cast member on Survivor 48. So wait, they've had 48 seasons?
I think more than that. Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy has a very thick beard.
You think he'd do good on Survivor?
No.
Me neither.
I've never watched it though. What is it?
I think it's mostly a social game.
Oh, I think I'd be fine then.
Because you can manipulate the shit out of people.
No.
What you're thinking of is the show Alone, which I would not. That's like a survivalist show.
Oh.
They literally leave you alone in the Alaskan tundra, and you have to outlast everybody else, and you have to build a shelter and hunt bear and figure out ways to.
Do I really have to hunt bear?
You really have to hunt bear.
I don't think I think I'd actually start fucking eating. I think I'd start eating fish at that point.
Well, yeah, you can do fish, but the thing is, during the harsh, they always pick the Canadian tundra. It's always there's harsh winters, and the game is the harsh winter.
I mean, I'd die for real.
Yeah, I would die. Well, it's a TV show, so you wouldn't die.
No, they'd yank me out of there
They'd
fast.
yank you out, though.
They'd be like, Julia could not survive more than 4
always
hours.
starts in the beautiful fall.
Oh.
And
How long is it?
I think hundreds of days. Oh. Yeah, it's real.
No, and I'm a bit of a social creature. As much as I love my alone time.
Yeah.
I need people around.
Yeah.
I need to feel like that. It's the vastness that actually scares me.
Yeah,
if you put me in a cabin alone, no.
Well, it's not. You have to build the cabin.
No, but being able to see miles away is too scary for me.
But yeah, they drop you off in the beautiful autumn, and then you have a couple months to build your shelter so that it's ready for winter when the snow comes.
Oh yeah.
And then
I could probably
set up your traps and all this stuff.
I could do it if I had one person there, but certainly not alone. I need one person to bounce ideas off of.
Alone.
Rude, though.
So you could do Naked and Afraid.
I would do. Well, I don't want to do Naked and Afraid, honestly.
You have to.
Here's what I hate. Well, you have to. Mosquitoes?
You don't want to be naked. Yeah, no, the bugs.
On my ass.
Well, there's less bugs in the Alaskan tundra, but it's freezing cold. So it's you really take what you can get.
Freeze your pussy off.
You could freeze your pussy straight off.
Probably wouldn't have a yeast infection.
No.
In the Canadian.
No. Tundra?
North. No.
No.
Freeze your pussy right out.
Freeze it right out, and that's the goal, baby.
That's the goal, baby.
All right. Well, because we don't have any other updates,
I can't no more.
We just move on to our bad boy of the week.
I hope Billy Ray Cyrus is okay. Just kidding.
And
I hope his beard becomes one dreadlock with his hair.
Wait, I saw something about him. Let me make sure.
I hope he's okay. Just kidding. I hope he falls in a well.
Billy Ray Cyrus news.
Wishing someone falls in a well is not that bad.
Well, don't call Ken.
I could not, by the way, find Ken's new girlfriend to save my life.
Okay, maybe it was fake news.
It could have been, but maybe it's under wraps because.
Okay, no, there's no new news. He's taking legal action after Trace Cyrus's Instagram post.
Okay. I mean, do something else with your time.
Yeah. So yeah, there's nothing really new. Trace Cyrus says beware of false prophets amid drama with Billy Ray Cyrus.
I mean,
so I guess they're having a bit of a social media feud.
We've been talking about this a little bit, but a little bit of a false prophet in office, I think.
A little bit.
I don't know.
Wait, this is a caption Billy Ray wrote via YouTube Shorts.
Oh, no.
Sunday Colin, giving thanks for the California rain, praying for the brokenhearted and their pain, praying for my family, for my children, sons and daughters, and their mother. Yikes. Let this moment be the start of healing. Heart with a bandage emoji. Disgusting. For us all. The past does not equal the future. Amen. Prayer hands.
When things turn into a prayer, it's like you lost me.
I know. What are you even talking about, Billy?
You really buried the lead there. But I mean, God, I've heard some really long ones, but that was pretty long.
That was long for a YouTube Shorts caption.
Also, to be so articulate, but then it be a full prayer, you're just like, this is how you spend your time?
It's articulate, but at the same time, way to say nothing.
nothing at all. So much and nothing at all.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But like trying so hard and you're saying nothing.
So I have honestly avoided this story.
Me too.
Because like it keeps coming up. Like I'm supposed, and people have asked me as if like I know things, and I'm just like, honestly, I don't even know where to start with this.
First of all, I'm like, Blake Lively, who is that again?
Blake Lively.
No, I know, but like, who is she? Like, what has she been in? Like,
Gossip Girl.
That's the one.
That's like, you know, where she started. So we're going to be talking about Justin Baldoni. He's definitely a Mr.
Stop. We should do a XOXO Diane shirt.
Oh, I love XOXO Diane.
Like the Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we both successfully avoided the story somehow.
Somehow.
I mean, it's just really boring.
I didn't fully avoid it. Like, I knew shit was going down, but I didn't really understand it. And I really hate Ryan Reynolds with a burning passion. So, like...
Why do I also hate him? And he's Canadian.
He's Canadian.
I hate that fucking movie where... What is it, Deadpool?
Deadpool.
Oh, it's so bad.
Martha Stewart hates him, so I feel like validated in hating him.
Yeah. He seems fake. It's weird.
But we're going to talk about Justin Baldoni, who's a actor...
And it's good.
I don't know anything about him either, actually.
He was an actor. He wrote some books. He was on he was on like Ugly Betty. Wait, no. What was it?
Ugly Body.
It wasn't Ugly Betty.
I kind of like
it. Was
that
a different soap opera.
It was a cute show.
Jane the Virgin.
Never watched it.
Me neither.
Hate it.
And
Just
he's
kidding.
a director. He directed a few movies, including It Ends With Us, which is the drama-filled
Such drama.
film based on a book about domestic violence.
Yeah.
Just a fun-loving film for your summer romp.
Yeah, you know, it's casual.
So when the movie came out, there was like a lot of hubbub surrounding it, mainly like an anti-Blake Lively spin, because people felt like she was being a bit nonchalant in the promotion of the film, given the subject matter.
Okay.
So people felt like she was like the way that she was promoting the movie and it being about domestic violence, there was like a disconnect there. Mm-hmm. And that was from my understanding what the main issue was when people were like hating on her during the promotion of the movie.
That's so interesting.
When it was released last August, it did well. Baldoni praised.
That was last August? Sorry.
I know. Well, there's been like 75 lawsuits since then.
There really have been. This has been a lot of lawsuiting.
And in the beginning, everything seemed hunky-dory. You know, the promotion was going off with no drama. And then people like realized and it did well in the box office. Then like rumors started to circulate when people realized that they were no longer following each other on social media. And Justin Baldoni hired Johnny Depp's crisis management PR team.
I love that.
I mean...
It's so funny.
There's never like a bigger sign that you're on the wrong side here.
So glad I have no side in this.
I know.
It's just fun to watch.
Because I really do hate them both.
They're but like when someone's annoying and someone else is just as annoying, it's like, wow, two annoying people fighting? I'll just sit back here and watch.
So when he hires this PR firm and the rumors are circulating, TMZ alleges that the cause of the drama was because Baldoni was, quote, fat shaming on set, and he was the director of the movie. He also starred opposite Blake Lively in the movie, and that he kissed too long during scenes.
Okay. My name is absolutely Diane, but also feels like my name is Justin Timberlake.
Oh, he's a long kisser.
Feels like a long kisser for sure.
He's so long. And there also were rumors that there was drama because Ryan Reynolds was overly involved in the movie, which I fully believe.
Which was so funny to me. I actually thought that was the funniest part.
I mean...
And then like just how like Blake Lively kept talking about how great his like writing was and all this other shit. It was just like, this is so embarrassing.
I know.
This whole thing was embarrassing.
I know.
I mean, there's a lot of people spinning it and like either way. It's really just, it's super 50-50.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's really just like a lot of people spinning it and just like this like Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds taking over the movie versus this poor director.
Right.
And also just like, you know, here's this
Well, I mean, we'll see how the
evil
lawsuit
director
goes, and he
versus
may not be poor anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
guess his net worth. I did look it up.
$4 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that in
one
one of my researches.
Wow.
Sorry, bitch.
Sorry, but you're poor.
Very poor.
No more.
And
You're
Blake
Billy Ray
Lively has
Cyrus
like
porn.
30 million or something, and I'm sure Ryan Reynolds has even more from his stupid fucking face.
Well, I mean, one of the complaints was that I don't know, she wasn't she was making more than he even has or something. And it was just like, well
yeah, because she's famous
she's
and you're literally
Blake
a
Lively.
nobody.
I know.
She got married on a plantation. Remember that?
Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah,
was it
drama.
to Ryan?
It must have been.
Interesting.
But I only think about her when I think about the plantation wedding.
I forget. She's so like...
This world is so sexist.
The word that, like, the name Blake Lively is so, like, girl in a rimmed hat, where you're just like, she could be anybody.
She's such, like, a cutesy hat-wearing bitch.
She could be wearing little brown boots.
But I'm sorry you were
plaid
sexually harassed by
I'm very
this man.
sorry. But, like, when I hear Blake Lively, my brain just melts. I'm like, who is this person?
Yeah, she's whatever.
But I do remember Gossip Girl.
Of course. So Baldoni hired this crisis management team, whose previous clients include Johnny Depp, Drake, and Travis Scott, all former bad boys.
Nice. Wow, this is a real bad boy salad.
Delicious. It's kind of a bad boy tartare.
Ooh, tartare, you're right. I would scoop these up with a little cracker.
Delish. Yeah, so this then all the criticism of her, like, quote unquote tone deaf marketing is what happened, because she urged she was, like, promoting her new hair care line as she was promoting the film, and also encouraged people to bring their florals when they went and saw the movie, and, like, didn't really mention domestic violence.
Why their florals?
So people, what?
Why florals?
I guess maybe they wear florals in the movie.
Okay. Oh my God, I did hear something about her not being able to costume herself or something.
Oh.
It was like a whole thing. I mean, it was like, I don't know. She just, like, showed up wearing some outfit one day and just, like, kept trying to, like, force her outfits on the set. And honestly, I just think that's funny.
Some of this stuff, I'm like, it's just so... Anyway, so she was criticized for her floral thing, and then she shared a message on her Instagram story about intimate partner violence.
Okay.
Just, like, randomly? I don't know. I'm like,
oh no. Wow.
Like, who is your PR rep? Because you need a new one.
I don't know what's happening.
In December, so fast forward a few months, Justin Baldoni is awarded he's given an award at something called Vital Voices, which is an event celebrating men who elevate women. Least necessary event and award I've ever heard of in my life.
Oh boy.
Then a few weeks later, Blake Lively files a bombshell lawsuit against Justin Baldoni alleging sexual harassment. She claims that his behavior caused her severe emotional distress, and states that there was a meeting attended by individuals including Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Baldoni, and their lawyers to address her claims. She had a number of requirements in order for her to work on the film. That included no more showing nude videos or images of women to Blake, no more mention of Baldoni's alleged porn addiction, no discussions about sexual conquest in front of Blake and others, no further mentions of cast and crew genitalia, no more inquiries about Blake's weight, and no further mention of Blake's dead father.
Yikes. That's a lot.
That's a lot. I'm like, what was he saying about Blake's dead father?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I hope it wasn't something basic like, what was his favorite TV show?
Right. Then I'm like, girl. Additionally, no more adding sex scenes or oral sex on camera or climaxing by Blake Lively outside the scope of the script Blake Lively approved when signing on to the project. So I guess that makes it sound like he was sort of adding sex scenes and stuff. Also talking about his porn addiction and also talking about her dead dad.
That's like, I mean, it's all deeply inappropriate.
It's like, what do you want him to talk about then?
What, I mean, what's he supposed to talk about?
What's he supposed to talk about if it's not his coworker's genitalia and your dead dad?
I mean, his dick? Just kidding. But
I'm
also,
sure
like, at least he's sparing you talking about his own dick, I guess.
The lawsuit says that the distributors of the film approved her request. And then Baldoni's lawyer told TMZ, because they're obviously the ones reporting on all of this, that the lawsuit had been filed in order to fix Blake Lively's reputation, and that the allegations are false, outrageous, and intentionally salacious with an intent to publicly hurt Baldoni.
Mess.
Then, the next day, New York Times investigation alleges that there was a PR campaign orchestrated to bury Blake Lively. I feel like this is when things got really spicy.
I mean, you heard that weird voice note.
That was more recent, but yeah. So messages were obtained by the New York Times that appear to show an attempt by the PR crisis firm that Baldoni hired to sort of smear her. She's claiming that they orchestrated a smear campaign against her during the promotion of the film, and that the whole like tone deaf, her marketing, all that shit was like a very carefully crafted PR campaign to ruin her.
Weird.
And there are texts that Baldoni sent a bunch of examples of social media threads accusing other celebrities of bullying, writing, "This is what we need." So there is like definitely evidence of him trying to publicly shame her.
Wow. He's so strange.
I just am like, why, bro? This is your movie. You know, like you don't look. People
if I had to guess, I would say it's because of all the meddling that he felt that people were doing. But like, he's really bad. I mean, like, if all of that is true and we believe women, I mean, even Blake Lively, who's an annoying person, of course. I mean, it's like, I don't really think she would make it up that like he brought up her dead dad, or that like he kisses too long.
I like, love the kisses too long.
The kisses too long is disgusting.
I mean, it's like
bringing up sex and masturbation outside of, what was it, like the already agreed upon.
Right. So I guess it
all that is
sounds
weird.
From that, it sounds like
Everything
he was trying to
inappropriate.
add sex scenes or add like sexual scenes after the fact, and also that he kissed too long.
Yeah, so he kissed too long.
But it's like when you're the director and the actor, that line is so blurry, because what if he's like, "No, for the shot, I need to kiss you." Ew, like the whole thing
really
is
hate
disgusting.
That. Yeah, that feels weird.
Then,
but also like the intimacy coordinator, I don't think they had one.
Oh, right. She demanded an intimacy coordinator.
Which is like, okay, what's so wrong about that? Yeah.
Right. Get that intimacy
that
coordinator going.
What the fuck, dude?
That just needs to be standard.
It's pretty standard.
I know.
You know who does it?
Who?
My cat sitter.
Really?
Yeah.
She's an intimacy coordinator.
Yeah. If you need one.
Oh, I need one. I need a personal one.
She needs a personal
Will she help?
Yeah.
Great. Then Baldoni had his award rescinded. And then the lawsuits really started flying. His former publicist, Justin Baldoni's former publicist, sued him over breach of contract. Baldoni's lawyer says that they're going to file a countersuit against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, and they do. Baldoni sues the New York Times for $250 million, claiming Reynolds aggressively berated him. 9 other plaintiffs, including his publicist, brought the lawsuit against the newspaper, alleging libel and invasion of privacy. Lively sues Baldoni for misconduct on set, and then Baldoni sues Ryan Reynolds and countersues Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively for $400 million.
Nuts.
For attempting to destroy his fucking career. Which,
Sweet
you know, they did.
Career. Yeah. I mean, they did.
Then they start releasing clips of each other, and it's just like, guys, this is so fucking messy. Like, leave it to the courts at this point.
Yeah. They really just, like, did whatever.
So, this was, like, last week in a voice memo that Baldoni allegedly sent to Blake Lively during the production of the movie. You can hear him apologizing. The nearly 7-minute long audio is believed to have been sent to Baldoni. The nearly 7-minute long audio message is believed to have been sent after he questioned Blake Lively's. There was an allegation that Ryan Reynolds like rewrote some scene on a rooftop, and Baldoni sends Blake Lively a 7-minute long audio message,
which sounded
questioning
like it was
changes.
Very professionally produced. It was really weird. It was like, very excellent.
His response to the edits apparently had made Blake Lively very upset, and led to her expressing her disappointment with Baldoni, for which he apologized. And he was like, "I fell short. I'm just a man. My wife will attest. I'm far from perfect." And blah blah blah. You know how men do. And then trial talk. On March 9th, 2026, there will be a trial. That's so far away.
That's so far away.
That's in over a year.
Do you want to? Can you be on it? Is it in LA or what?
New York federal judge.
Bitch.
Sorry. Lively and Reynolds asked for Baldoni's lawsuit against them to be dismissed. So it sounds like I can't imagine that they're not going to settle in some way. Like, they're not going to go to fucking trial for this. Are they? I mean, that would be crazy.
I don't know, man. I mean, I can't picture it. They might. Rich people are weird.
I know, but this just feels like, why would you drag this out for like another entire year and a half?
Ego. That's the only thing I can see. I mean, I don't know though. Maybe someone will just crack.
But like,
who cares? Who literally cares? Wow.
It doesn't say in any of the articles how much Blake and Ryan are suing him for. But he sued the New York Times for $250 million and sued them for $400 million. So like, he has a lot of money to gain from this, but it's like I'm sure has a lot to lose too. I mean, I think that his career is already kaput.
I mean,
I think if you have like 2 A-list actors accusing you of sexual harassment, you're fucked. When you're not even that famous already.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of done.
He's done.
I mean,
and that's fine.
He really tried.
He really tried. You know, he really tried. He also like wrote a book about toxic masculinity, which is so
great.
Funny.
I'm so glad.
It's always them.
It's so weird.
It's always the male feminists.
Ugh, it's like
Neil Gaiman.
Like Neil Gaiman, who is, you know, one of the most sensitive men on this planet.
One of my favorite male feminists in the world.
Yeah, if not my favorite.
So I feel like now that I've like researched it and read 3 articles about it and the Wikipedia page for it, and there's a very detailed Wikipedia page on this, I will say.
Oh my god, I listened to it. I like put it on the listen and.
Oh, you love that.
I did a 1x speed though.
Oh, you really listened.
Yeah, but you know, I tried to read it and I was like, you know what, this is too boring. I can't read this.
Yeah, I read independent.co.uk because I'm like, wow, the UK would know.
Yeah,
I feel like they sue. Like the UK understands suing.
They love suing. I mean, do they still wear hats? Email Diane or wigs. I'll put on the slimer.
Oh,
those little barrister wigs. Yeah,
I think they do.
Email Diane about the barrister wigs and what she would look good in, and if they also have one for their pubes. Do they have a little Merkin?
A Merkin. A barrister
Merkin. Barrister Merkin is the name of this episode.
No doubt about it. I mean, Barrister Merkin featuring Justin Baldoni.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if this isn't the episode that goes viral, none will.
Exactly, you're right. If he doesn't listen to us, I will kill myself.
If he doesn't sue us for libel, all of this is alleged, of course.
If he doesn't listen to us and then not rate us 5 stars, and then also
Justin
sue
Baldoni,
himself,
if you're listening, rate us 5 stars and we'll send you a pin from Diane.
We will, but also then sue yourself.
And then you can wear it to your trial in fucking 7 years.
I'll be like, Diane loves me.
You probably did sexually harass Blake Lively a little bit in the like talk about your dick way.
Oh God, I bet it was weird.
I'm not condoning. That's just the vibe I'm getting. And
why
it does
did he bring
like,
up her dead dad?
I don't know. Was it in
Diane.
the context of his dick?
I hope not.
I really hope not. Was he like...
That's a lot. That's pretty loaded. All this is pretty loaded.
It's all very loaded, but like to include the dead dad in a list of like, he kisses too long. We need an intimacy coordinator. Stop talking about my coworker's genitalia. Stop talking about my dead dad.
I'm talking about my dead dad.
It's like, don't talk about my boobs. It's like, okay, one of these things is not like the other.
I'm frowning thinking about someone talking about my boobs that I don't know. You know what I mean? Just like, not even just that, just like
your coworker who's like
ew.
Also kind of in a position of authority on the set.
My boss / coworker.
This is why men shouldn't be directing movies about domestic violence.
Oh yeah,
against women.
I mean, I guess yeah, that's a good point.
I'm allowed to say that.
I think you're allowed to say that.
I mean, I think like
I don't think that's sexist to say.
If a man wants to direct a movie about violence towards men, by all means.
Mark Wahlberg, have at it. Mark
Wahlberg, we know you want to.
One of our favorite violent people. I don't know who that man is, but welcome home.
Welcome home. Mark Wahlberg, we know you want to direct a movie about violence towards men.
Oh yeah,
probably
I know you think about it.
Of color, knowing your history.
Yeah, he's seething.
He's
thinking
seething.
About it.
But weird. He would have stopped 9/11, so that's good. But he.
But could he stop 9/12? Could he have stopped that helicopter and that plane? I don't think so. Could he have stopped? I don't know. What's the next thing?
Could he have jumped in between the helicopter and the plane and held them apart with his hands like Superman?
Yes.
And stopped them from crashing?
I think he could have, actually.
My name is Mark Wahlberg.
My name is Mark Wahlberg. He would do it with Jesus.
Oh, beautiful.
I think, honestly...
With prayer.
He even said... with prayer. He even said all that before, like pre-prayer shit, but maybe, I don't know, maybe he didn't. That I could have stopped 9/11. So like maybe it wasn't even God related.
Oh,
I don't even think God was a factor in this. He didn't even
believe in God when he could have stopped 9/11.
I'm just saying.
Incredible.
So I just think he believes in himself.
All right, well, we could shut the door on Justin Baldoni. I guess we'll revisit it in a year and a half.
I guess so.
I don't think Justin Baldoni has met Mark McGrath.
But I bet he'd like to.
I bet they'd get along swimmingly.
I think they get along.
I don't think Mark McGrath is up to date on the drama. I think he knows some shit popped off, but it's not like he saw the movie. But I would think his wife read the book.
Yeah, I think so. And she would advise him not to hang out with him if he ever saw him. But I don't think Mark would even be able to pick him out in a crowd. So if he asked him for an autograph or a picture, and he could end up on Instagram not even knowing who this man is.
Do you think Ryan Reynolds has met Mark McGrath?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that he even was a weird jerk about it.
I bet he was such a jerk about it. He was like, oh, frickin' Sugar Ray. Do you think he was like Sugar Ray all day off the charts and in our hearts? My name is Ryan Reynolds.
He probably said that, yes.
I just there's something about his face.
People, I opened Sweet Reddit.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the best websites and
today,
apps.
and it said there's something in the delisted community page. This is a terrible picture of Ryan Reynolds. It's very
that's
blown
what he
out.
looks like.
No, I know, but look how blown out this photo is. It's so weird.
But that's literally his face.
No, terrible face. But it says, does anybody have any tea on the Ryan Reynolds, the Blake, blah, 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 blah. And then someone said that he cheated on Johansson. I didn't know that. Who cheats on Scarlett Johansson? Is she also a bad person? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, isn't she like a Woody apologist?
Oh, yeah. She's a bit of a Woody Woodpecker, huh?
She's a Woodpecker, you're right.
Yeah, but whatever. I mean, in
remember
terms
last
of
week
bad
we saw
things.
that woodpecker?
What?
Remember we saw that woodpecker?
Oh my God, we saw
week?
the most beautiful woodpecker
I don't know if
last week.
Zoe can get a picture, but we'll put a female woodpecker in this library.
You guys are going to... Your minds are gonna be blown.
They're so cute. They're just really cute.
Talk about a woman's body. I want to objectify that. Woodpecker was an absolute stunner.
Yeah, what a snack. We can do that.
Her dead dad, huge cock.
The wickedly talented.
The dead dad of a random woodpecker we saw. But I saw a male woodpecker the other day when I was back on my hike. They really do have a different presence. They're much louder.
They're louder. They have the turkey gobbler.
They have the little.
You know what I mean?
Gobbler. They've got the head thing going on. They they need attention. Is all I'm saying.
I know they're freaking. They're attention whores. All of them.
Female woodpecker, beautiful, perfect,
female
quiet.
Woodpecker,
just chilling on a persimmon.
Sort of fluffy, black and white,
hanging out. Looks like a stylish old woman.
Mink jacket. Yes.
Did you say mink jacket?
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say Mick Jagger, and I was like, nope.
Yeah, like a bit of a Mick Jagger vibe. We'll put a side by side of a female woodpecker and Mick Jagger and let you guys decide.
Right. He's got the same face.
Same face, same energy. They would wear. I mean, Mick Jagger. We could find Mick Jagger in a black and white fur coat, and it would have a similar vibe. I'm sure of it.
Oh my God. I don't think Mick Jagger was at this Fire Aid thing.
Oh, I didn't watch that. Did you?
No, I was about to ask you. Hold on.
No, I didn't.
Talk, but we'll get there in a second.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Fire Aid.
It's not either.
I'm sure it really fixed the fires. Thank you so much to all the celebrities.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I hope they're giving money directly to people and not to organizations that are going to funnel it 79,000 times until it no longer has any value. And it's we'll give each person a Band-Aid. Literally a single Band-Aid.
I say give all the money to Dave Grohl. Grave Dole.
Give all of the money to Mel Gibson.
Oh, perfect man.
Who lost his home.
I hope
tragically.
He's okay.
I can't believe he was on Joe Rogan's podcast during the fires. I mean, nothing is better than that.
I'm Googling Mel Gibson. Where is he?
As you should. Who are your good boys this week? My good boy is I changed my sheets earlier.
Oh.
So I got to go home to new sheets. But I changed them because Sully vomited on my comforter.
Oh, you mean new sheets? That you washed them? Oh.
They're just clean.
Listen, I like that.
It's oh, good, I don't have to do this now. It's I did it in the morning.
I caught the...
Unheard of.
I caught the bug to literally when I was making the bed, I was like, oh, I'm taking these fucking sheets off. I'm just going to change them now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And it felt great.
It feels so good, and I'm going to get in that Betty by later, and it's going to feel so crisp, so clean.
I love when it's kind of cold, but I'm I'm going to be warm soon.
Nothing beats it.
Nothing beats it.
I love when it's cold in there, and I'm like, burr.
Burr. Well, here's a good boy.
Yeah.
I bought on Amazon.
Oh.
I'll let you know. A little rotating head thing, but a towel cleaner.
What about your infrared mask.
Oh my fucking God.
You never good boyed it.
Wow.
I was
never
like, does
good boyed
she
it.
hate
You're
it?
right. No, I love it. Oh my God. I forgot to mention. Do I look perfect? I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, you look perfect.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel
so
perfect.
she got one of those red masks that makes you look like you're
I'll make Carlos
robot.
take a picture of me.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I guess.
No, we
it's
need
really
it.
scary.
We absolutely need that photo.
I mean, it's really alarming when you turn it on because it goes and then
is that
Fran for the first
necessary?
4 times I think thought it was like the fire alarm, but it's not.
Is
Let me
that
take a photo of you?
Oh wait, I got your knees real good in this one.
Okay, great.
Your knee boo boos.
They're really just like not going away.
No, they're not.
I don't know why. It's
They're
like
scarred now,
I
but
guess
at least
Julie
it's
needs to be
somewhat
in front of me.
symmetrical.
Thank you.
I know that was your main concern, was that your knee boo boos were symmetrical.
I was like, if they can't have the exact same scar, at least they need to be visually balanced, as every good painting is.
Absolutely, and your legs are a painting.
Yes.
My name is Diane.
My legs are a painting.
Okay, so you beep boop boop on your infrared thing. How long do you leave it on for?
10 minutes and it turns off by itself.
Okay. And then how does your face feel afterwards?
Just exact same. It's not like it's hot. You'd think it's like putting like a weird
Is it like
sauna on your face.
zippa? No.
It's just like, no, I mean, if you'd like to see it, it's weird. But I also have like the chest one because I'm nuts.
Right. And so what does
So
it
I need
do
my tits to
exactly?
look perfect. It blasts red, but apparently you can also put it on your head because they have them for under your eyes. They have them for like your head to like, I guess, stimulate hair growth allegedly. Allegedly. Face, it's like for
Acne?
wrinkles. No, they use blue light for acne, but it's like
God.
for red light, it's like whatever
Wrinkles. Okay.
Reversing aging, all
Oh
that
my
shit.
So how close are you to a blood transplant?
Oh, I'd love to do one if it was free. If someone gave me a free blood transplant and it was safe and it wasn't some freak, I'd do it.
Yeah, how can you be sure it's not a fucking freak though?
Exactly. If someone loves doing face blood transplants,
Right. Then I'm like, something's
a
up
vampire
here.
mask.
And you don't want it to be like one of those fecal transplant situations where you become them a little bit.
No, I don't want my own
That'd
blood
be
in my
such
butt.
a good horror movie if like you do a fecal transplant and then you become a murderer. My name is Diane.
Let's write that movie.
Let's write that movie. We'll call
Fecal
it
plans. We're gonna call it.
Shit for Brains.
Oh my God!
Shit
Can we
City.
just make that movie? No, that's really funny.
Is it?
It is actually really
Okay,
funny.
I mean, look, we definitely can start with like a couple who's like, oh God, my diet, I can only eat corn and asparagus and nothing else.
And nothing else.
And then the
She just
boyfriend-
like answers.
and
Oh,
then
he gets the poop on
boyfriend is
Craigslist.
like, no, the
Oh.
boyfriend is like,
His murderous tender.
you can use my poop.
But he's like a Dexter-esque murderer.
Yeah, and like she doesn't realize that he's a Dexter-esque murderer.
Oh my God!
And then when-
we find out.
And
that
then we find
he's
out
the
that
murderer.
he killed her dad and mentioned it to Justin Baldoni.
Oh no!
kidding.
Okay, Blake Lively, reach out to us.
Blake
we
Lively,
have a perfect role for
oh,
you.
do we have a
We're doing a fecal movie, and
Blake
it's gonna
Lively?
be good.
Please reach out because we have a perfect movie about fecal transplants.
Oh my God,
that you
can we
will
just do
absolutely love?
a horror comedy about fecal transplants?
I mean, I don't.
Sorry,
think
it's like a
anything
very
is-
2025 movie.
I don't think anything is stopping us.
I don't think anything's stopping us. And listen, we can just talk to my dad about it. I feel like he has a lot of insight into it already.
And we could just rewatch that one scene where they blend the poop in that one documentary. She's like, oh, I hope this
Honestly.
gets rid of my acne.
Guess what? He has depression.
Oh my God! And then they become murderers.
I would
So
definitely
fun.
rather have depression than acne, I will say.
Yeah,
No
absolutely.
offense if you have acne. I'm just saying, personally, I've already had acne.
I mean, look,
It's not my favorite.
Personally, I have depression, and I would much rather be like this instead of having acne. Ew, gross.
Precisely.
Does
Oh, great.
nobody-
Head injury causing disturbance?
Oh.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Story of my life.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to TV talk. It was a jumbled podcast of my life, but it's fine.
I'm full of jam for sure.
TV talk. Yeah, absolutely. Never been more fun. Do you hear me or you more in the TV talk drop? I just hear me.
I hear you.
I'm obsessed with myself. Fuck.
Yeah, that's fine. I hear you.
I swear we, what's it called? Harmonized.
I thought we did,
We did.
but I hear you.
TV talk.
TV
This season of
talk.
SVU is not very good. Shocking nobody.
Now I
'cause who
realize
else
I
is
didn't
even
send you
watching
this
it?
video.
Oh, the last episode of The Curious Case
Oh,
about the guy who pretended to be an orphan.
that was weird.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Very weird.
Very random.
Also, hate that guy. I don't
Yeah,
even know
ugly.
what he really looks like, but I guess I do. So I'll put him in the Slimer.
yeah, put him in the Slimer. His name is Nicholas.
Nicholas.
What was his dad's name? And he was like,
Oh,
he ruined
it was Rossi.
Rossi. Nicholas Rossi is
Oh,
a con man, I suppose, who
He ruined the Rossi
definitely
name.
sexually assaulted a couple individuals and lied about who he was, and just a classic sort of run of the mill con man.
Just not expecting that.
and
Given how weird I mean, I don't know. The last one was not good.
Yeah, the one before that.
Very random, but like this one, this was a random. Kind of good.
Kind of good.
Pretty bad though. Pretty bad guy.
Yeah, look up Nicholas Rossi. See the vibes. See if you're interested in watching The Curious Case of the Orphan Imposter on Max.
What's the next one going to be, I wonder?
I hope it's The Cat Cold. I'm waiting.
Oh my
TikTok,
God.
baby.
You know what? They're probably going to leave that one for last.
You're right, because it's so spicy.
It's polarizing. Yeah.
I watched the show on Netflix called Wags to Riches. Not good.
What is that? Wags to Riches?
Wags. It's about like wives and girlfriends.
Oh, wags and girlfriends.
They're like the girlfriends and wives of musicians, but mostly athletes in Miami.
Oh.
And I'm like,
feel like
it's on Netflix. It's whatever. It was whatever.
Ugh.
It was like a classic Selling Sunset-esque energy.
Okay. I wish I liked Selling Sunset more. Even though it's like
I wish I liked it less.
Listen, opposite problems.
I don't need it at all.
I really could use like an ultimatum or something right now.
The new Love is Blind is coming.
Oh, is it coming?
It's coming, and it's like Minnesota.
Oh, random.
I know, so I feel like they're going to be some real freaks.
When does it come? Looking it up.
Soon. I mean, either for
Love is
Valentine's
Blind.
Day or before.
Oh, I get
Netflix.
it now. I get it now.
You know Netflix. Because Valentine's Day is coming.
Season 7, is that the one? I tried to watch a German one, and like because I was working, I had to put on the
the English,
and it just sucked.
Yeah.
If I was watching captions, it would probably be better actually, just
Right.
because like I know I'm just listening to Americans.
Right.
But it's bad. It's just not the same when
you can't passively watch.
A dub is annoying sometimes. Most times, actually, I really don't like a dub. Ranging from 27 to 37 years old. Disgusting. Oh, wow. You were right. We'll arrive this Valentine's Day.
God, that's so far away.
Because it's a Wednesday.
But that's exciting. I mean, once it comes, it'll be the best day of my life. For 4 Wednesdays in a row. And then my life will go back to normal.
Wow. I know all the release dates now. Listen to this. Week 1, episodes 1 through 6.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a heavy drop.
That's a big chunk for the single gals out there. Also, it's like...
That's a big chunk.
Valentine's Day is that weekend. I mean, they're hitting all the...
So that must be pods plus the beginning of their trip to Mexico or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. They really... But then it's 7 to 9, then it's 10 to 11, then 12. It really
interesting.
You really get a huge chunk at the beginning. You get so excited.
So
everyone is so happy.
Okay, so maybe they're done with Mexico by the end of the first drop.
That could be true. Wow, there's so much we know.
I bet it's pods in Mexico in the first drop, and then they move in together in the second.
Oh, I can't wait.
And third.
You've given me hope.
I'm so excited
fucking
to fall
finally
in love
February. Yeah, me too.
Behind a wall. And they're going to be like, this is so weird. I can't wait.
I can't wait for their weird accents.
Oh, they're going to be fucking strange.
It's fucking weird.
And Minnesota is so random.
It is. It's very...
Like, those people should be on TV.
Yeah, they're very weird.
Very weird.
I want to see them. They're weird.
I want to take a peek. And I've taken a peek at the cast.
Oh, I gotta peek at those casts.
Yeah, you got to take a peek. All right, any other TV talks?
God, there's a show I'm watching on PBS, and I forget the name of it, but it's like... Oh, that's not helpful. And I can't even describe it.
Sitcom, if you can imagine, called St. Denis Medical. And it's actually very funny.
Sitcom?
Yeah. It's
St. Denis Medical?
It's on NBC/Peacock.
Okay.
And it's got jokes, so I appreciate that it's funny.
Curious.
And Wendy McLovin Clovey, what's her name?
The fuck?
Wendy from Reno 911.
I know her.
She sort of plays the boss lady. And she's very funny.
I was like, where have I heard that name though? But
Wendy McLendon Covey.
I really thought you said McLovin.
Imagine.
But it sounds familiar.
It's funny. I recommend it. As far as like a half-hour sitcom goes, like it actually has jokes and the characters are goofy and it's a good time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I never really watch sitcoms anymore, but I'm curious. I've watched this weird PBS show called Lucy Worsley. It's not even the first season. I didn't realize this show even existed. She investigates these like times in history with like new evidence and stuff. So you're just like, what really possibly happened?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. There's a good one on like William the Conqueror.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of interesting because like they were like, was he a piece of shit tyrant? and you're like, oh yeah, I guess they want to tyrant. They're all pieces of tyrants.
Okay,
but it was nice, a good.
You love PBS.
I love PBS. Well, we'll see what happens to them.
We
should give her money to PBS.
Yeah. Do you give $5 a month?
I give my $5, but I should give more.
Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. Email Diane at badboypod.com, your bad boys on the block, your receipt proving that you gave $5 to PBS this month.
If you don't, why do you even listen to this?
Shop.badboypod.com for a Diane tee. See what might happen if you go to that website. You never know. Follow us at Bad Boy Podcast because we will post twice a week without fail.
Not so bad.
Unless we fail. And then
sometimes, there are weeks.
Hey, there are weeks where we forget, and that's life, baby.
Sorry.
Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, et cetera, et cetera. Tell your friends about the podcast if they hate men or if they love men and need a reality check. And don't forget, don't talk about your coworker's dead dad.
Oh God!
Unless it's like really hot.
Yeah,
then you're allowed.
Then you're allowed. If your coworker had a really hot dad, you can be like, he was a real looker.
He's a real looker.
Really would love to be your stepmom.
Oh, hello. But also, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I kissed you for so long in the movie, the Fecal Matter movie.
I really wish I could say that.
It could be called The Matter.
Yeah.
Because fecal matter.
Yeah, it's like the substance except
matter.
People are just like, wait, you guys talking about poop? Yeah. Honestly, I think people who have shoved someone's shit up their ass and then suffered the consequence will really love this film.
And I think we're appealing to a broad audience.
My name is Diane. For real.
Certainly.
Brought to you by Lady Parts.